Welcome in to Liminal Essence Tarot. This is a reading for fire signs, or those who are attracted to the energy of passion, doing. All right, we're going to start with an ascending assertion card. There we go. Put that there. The world is my mirror, and I see myself being prosperous. The world is my mirror, and I see myself securing opportunities that lead me to a life of financial success. I said financial success. Life of success, financial freedom, and more time to grow into the individual I've always wanted to be. It's very grounded energy. I'm going to get all of our oracles out on the table first. Okay. Well, I don't think I'm going to read all those. All right. There's a lot going, okay. It wants to be out. So, taming the wind, reversed, fire upright. I don't know if I'm going to read all of these. I'm going to say the rainmaker, stand still, and beauty way blocked. All right. Let's start here. 55. Here, the feather, a symbol that is used in clearing ceremonies for smudging, reminds you of the sacred commitments you make to your life. This is the symbol of consciously bringing the spirit into the material, infusing the world with reverence and an acknowledgement of the higher planes of existence that influence and animate all life. The feather is a symbolic reminder of deliberately entering into a partnership with the Great Spirit to co-create for the higher good for all. This came in reverse, so we're going to read the medicine. You might be seeing feathers. You might have a feather or something. Or you might be using a pen, something resembling a quill, old school style if you're into stationery. It's time to clean up any misunderstandings with others, clear the air, disagreements, and allow others to share their side of things. You're called now to be a good listener. This is not a time to be right. It's a time for you to understand rather than be understood. Good things come out of this restraint and tongue and pen. You will be surprised at how things get resolved when you allow for all sides to have value. And then we have fire. So it's kind of hard for fire signs, huh? The essence. Fire consumes anything that it touches. The flames remind us of the impermanent nature of reality and how situation can quickly transform into beauty or chaos. Fire is passion, and its dancing flames invite us to reach to the sky. Warmth and light are heavenly, yet too much heat can scorch. To fully step into the energy of the fire is to be utterly transformed like the phoenix rising from the ashes. Warm your hands and your heart by inner fire. Let it burn away your hardships. Let it consume your pain and your sorrow. Has life become too rigid, too cold, or too superficial? Light a candle or make a bonfire and toss into the flames everything that has become stiff and painful. Give it all to the fire for rapid transformation. Set your life on fire. Okay. The Rainmaker. This is a lot of oracles here. The Rainmaker is the master of manifestation who can call on the elements of nature to serve the greater good. When the power to co-create is used with integrity, great beauty and benefit flow to all. When this power is used for personal gain only, everyone suffers. When the earth is parched, the Rainmaker calls the waters from the heavens, and all that is dormant in the fields and in people's hearts springs to life again. The Rainmaker is calling you to create something new from the elements that are already in your life. Be sure you work with what is and not with what might be or could have been. The seeds that have silently germinating in your heart will burst forth ready for the sunlight. Do not hold back. Put all your chips on the nest. On the next roll of the divine dice. I said on the nest. So maybe you have something to do with the nest. Something to do with the nest. I don't know. Okay. And then we got standstill in reverse. I'm just going to get a quick peek at this. I think I have an idea. Since it's in reverse, we can look at the medicine. Time to get out of the analysis paralysis. Stand still invites you to turn within, breathe, and recognize this is the condition of the moment. It allows you the opportunity to bear witness to whatever is going on before movement resumes. This is also an opportunity to abort a project, to exit before damage. And it may also be time to relieve you of an unnecessary burden that you took on without considering the cost. Which one? It depends on your stopping, taking a deep breath, quieting your mind, and removing all your distractions. Then you can make your next move in a grounded, relaxed, detached way. When something doesn't go the way you think it should, remember the following: what is yours cannot be taken away. Okay. So some seeds that you have already planted, if you get out your own way, they're going to burst forth. There's some sort of partnership, though, it looks like, that's coming in with this. Beauty way. This is blocked energy. It's blocked upright low. Let's see what it's telling me. The beauty way is both a path that you travel on and a daily practice. The path is where you choose to perceive only beauty before you, behind you, and all around you as you journey through life. The practice is where you take action to bring beauty to every situation you're in. When things get ugly, you act and bring integrity and peace to the difficult encounter. When everyone else perceives only darkness, you point out the light and help uncover the hidden truths. So this may be something since this energy is blocked, it was originally blocked this way. I turned it this way. So you may be trying to figure this out. I'm going to move this over here. I'm going to move all of these so we can get some tarot on the table. I have a feeling intuition is going to come into play here. I'm drawn towards the light seers. Yeah. Where are we now? Spirit, tell me, where are we now? Oof, we are flying. Flew and hit right over the beauty way, though. Okay, I got 3 cards here. 6 of Cups. butchering something. Everything's in reverse. Okay, 9 of Cups. So you have the opportunity to really be out there pursuing your passions, but something is up. You're not putting in the time. And there's a fear moving forward. We know already that you have a plan in place. You've been working on something. So while it might not be something tangible, it's something that you whatever you have, whatever elements you have everything you need. You have everything you need. Yeah, you got to get out your own way. Get out your own way. You need to put in some time. And you just need to believe in yourself. That's where you're moving towards. Baby steps, step by step to get here. Okay. Yeah. This is good. This is good. Where are we going? Where are we going? It's over the Rainmaker. It hit over the Rainmaker. Yeah, this 8 of Pentacles hit over here too on the Beauty Way. So, just speak up about something. Put some time in. Where are we going? I'll take that. You need to unburden yourself. Yeah. Okay. 5 of Swords. So I think you're most definitely moving away from this energy. 5 of Swords. So 5 of Swords is like it's like negative self-talk. You just listening to that voice in your ear, somebody else in your ears, causing headaches and confusion. But you're moving away from that. You know, maybe a group of people. You're moving away from a group of people. Because there needs to be some balance. You're pushing back. Okay. I think you know that this balance is needed. So you're walking away from all of this. You're unburdening yourself. You're not in touch with your intuition. Some sort of partnership. Intuitively, you know that you need to move forward. You're not unburdening yourself. Move in a different place. Something new. Yeah, this Emperor. Somebody who you got your Traveler, the Tower. Okay. Yeah, you're stuck here trying to get away from we have an Emperor here, so some negative, somebody's in your way, negative energy, but it looks like it might be a group. And you're pushing back. Good. I heard good job. So you're doing a good job. What's the advice? 7 of Wands reverse. burden yourself again. So it might be about some timing. Anytime a card like does that, it flips, but it doesn't quite flip. It wants to. Some timing, usually some timing issue. I need to know more about the Seven of Wands, though. This energy. I'm getting another deck. I'm gonna pick the classic tarot up. I need well, that one to come out, didn't it? Knight of Pentacles. Seven of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. You sort of... It's like you're protected in your bubble here. Advice is meant to move out of your bubble. Pentacles energy usually moves slowly. It might be time for you to do this quickly. Nine of Wands. It's completion, but you're wounded by it. Empress in reverse. It's like you need to birth something new, but you need to move. You need to move. Anything else? Okay. All right. Let's see what's happening here. Hierophant in reverse. Hierophant is about like traditional values. It's this idea that there's a sort of right way to do things, and there might be someone sort of guiding you towards that, but this is in reverse, so you're stepping away from that. That's where you're headed. You might be stepping away from some sort of legacy because you have new passions. It's going to be a painful ending, though. Some things are going to come to light. Okay. Okay. Got a lot going on. But let's just focus on the advice. So, you can't birth these new ideas. You can't move forward financially, like all of these things, until you step out of this bubble. You have this blocked energy, meaning that, and it's blocked to the left. So you're moving in sort of like a negative direction, but what you really need to do is step out of this energy so we can get here. And there's definitely some chaos going on. What I would say to you is, anytime I look at this card, it took me forever. You know how you look at something over and over again? This is what I'm thinking of. I always think this when I see this card, but particularly now it's coming to me and I feel compelled to say it, is that sometimes you can look at something over and over and over again and you see the same thing, and then one day you see something different. You see something different. And in relation to this card, it was what's in this center cup. It was a deck that made me realize this. It had a way of reading it. Every set of tarot cards often has imagery that's based on Rider-Waite, but also is a departure from it. So Light Seers is based on Rider-Waite, and some of the imagery harkens back to Rider-Waite, but it's different. It's made for a new time, a different time. And lots of decks are like that. They're a reinterpretation. Might be time for you to reinterpret. I think what I always say is you have all these options, right? But you have to go with the divinely led one. You're being led someplace. insight here in your oracles. To grow into the individual I've always wanted to be. It's a place you want. There's things you've been planting, but you got all this negative self-talk. You're starting to move away. You need to continue to do that. To buck tradition. It's clear though, you see what needs to happen. You just need to have the courage to do it. All right, let's see what you should let go of. Yeah, I threw those, so we're definitely not going to take that. Anything else we need to release? Just one. Okay. Okay. Surrender your fear of change. The universe is reminding you that you are cared for always, whether you're afraid of change in your job, your health, or relationship, or if you fear aging or death. Repeat the affirmation, I have faith that all is well. I have faith that all is well. Yeah. It came in like this, which is kind of like a blocked energy, but I feel that it should be read upright. These cards are meant to be read upright. Sometimes they come in reverse and I feel that. But you might need to surrender your fear of change. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. That's where you're moving. If you got this far, thank you for coming and listening to this reading. If anything resonated with you and you like what you saw, please consider liking and subscribing. It helps the channel. I'm very new in this space, but I have been called here, a little bit kicking and screaming. Yeah, if you need a personal reading, you can book that through my website, liminalessence.com. If you stay tuned, I'll let you know what cards were used in this reading. All right, the cards used in this reading, we started with the Ascending Assertion cards. These are great daily meditation cards. Actually, I'll draw one, and it has a little stand that comes with this set, and I will keep the cards out until I feel like I'm moved to move on. So we use the Light Seers Tarot, Mystical Shaman Pocket Oracle, the Power of Surrender cards, and we use a classic Rider-Waite deck.